So hi there, welcome to another episode of Fact Fiend Focus. I'm presuming by now you've all watched the previous ones put out, so let's get right into it. Today we're talking about which actor has the strongest fictional, power set. Before we continue as well, yes, today is a drinking video. Hey!
So before we get into this, explain the criteria for each submission.
Okay, well, there's an old question out there on the internet that says, if every actor had an army composed of the characters they've played in film, forced against one another, who would win? And I thought of a variation of that, which is, if every actor had the skills of the characters they've played in film all fought, who would win? And I would like to, for the sake of fairness, immediately disqualify every, character who's got, godlike power. So my example for that is Morgan Freeman. So Morgan Freeman played God in Bruce Almighty. So ignore the fact he played God and just, think about how he'd fare if he had the powers of, the more grounded characters he played in film. So, obviously, to start with, he's got Red from, the Shawshank Redemption. So he can get anything, but he's also played Lucius Fox from Batman, who can build anything, combined with the guy from Wanted, who commands the army of assassins. And now think about a guy in command of an army of assassins who can also build anything he wants. He builds all Batman's cool shit, an army of tumblers. But the thing is that he's got Red, who can source all the cool shit. It's that's a strong fucking character, isn't it? You've got a guy with an army of assassins who can curve bullets and see in slow motion, driving tumblers who can also have tiny little rock hammers to get through any wall. It's if they're we're in our fortified bunker, don't worry, I can get a rock hammer that'll get through that shit in 30 years. It doesn't matter. Morgan Freeman's going to win in a battle of attrition, because no matter how thick the walls are to your compound, he's going to get the fuck through there with a tiny little rock hammer, all wielded by assassins who are seeing slow motion and going 100 miles an hour.
Just imagine the guards on patrol and they're why is there a poster of a busty woman on the wall?
Like Metal Gear Solid. They just stand there staring at it. It's just a guy, an assassin is behind the wall, seeing in slow motion, using a rock hammer to knock the wings off of flies. Oh, okay. In that vein, Brad, think of another actor or actress who would have a good chance of winning the actor wars.
Right, well, currently, we need somebody who can get rid of a team of assassins.
Yes.
So, obviously, first person to put forward there is John Wick.
Yes.
So, Keanu Reeves steps up to the plate.
Yeah, played by Keanu Reeves. He's got the powers of John Wick combined with the One.
Neo, yeah.
Neo, the One. So, imagine, the team of, Morgan Freeman's assassins all shoot with their curved bullets at, Keanu Reeves. What's he going to do? He's going to stop the bullets and flick them back, but then use John Wick's fighting prowess to shoot them all to death. But remember though, Brad, that the One technically knows all martial arts on Earth because they were all implanted into his head as part of his Matrix programming. So imagine how terrifying John Wick would be if he knows literally every martial art while simultaneously having access to that endless hallway of every gun in the world.
You'd also have a killer soundtrack.
Yeah, because obviously he's got the powers of air guitar from Theodore fucking Logan from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So imagine that, he would be providing his own soundtrack because after every kill he'd be going. That's just the best.
I really wish there's an outtake somewhere for John Wick where he does the air guitar in between takes.
As well, even if his opponent's on water, he can surf out there because he was in Point Break.
He was.
Him surfing John Wick. He's surfing through the hallway of guns, picking up various guns, shooting people, while air guitar plays in the heavens. Well, that's Keanu Reeves out of the way. What other actors do you think could stand a chance in this war of actors with the skills of the characters they've played?
So let's get Daniel Radcliffe in.
Yeah, because he's got the Elder Wand, the invisibility cloak. He's not as powerful as perhaps the One, but he's invisible. He can hide himself from all mortal eyes.
And should he get pissed off, he can take on demon form from Horns.
Not to mention, he was in that film Swiss Army Man, where he plays the weird corpse who can fart water and fly. So he's fucking in there. So he could just assume corpse form and just fly through the water. So the thing is though, he'd better if he teams up with somebody because he's invisible, but can also be used as a weapon. So I think what you need for that is you need someone who's very strong, but doesn't have a very big power set. So you get The Rock in. She's played Hercules, like superhumanly strong but not very smart. She's played Hercules and that guy who like flexes so hard the cast blows off his arm. And then a Scorpion King. So you've got The Rock, who's got Hercules' power with a Scorpion King's legs, running around with backup from Dominic Toretto. Like, elbow dropping with his giant stupid CGI scorpion claws, predator drones, while wielding a minigun in his other little house, while Daniel Radcliffe's surrounded by invisible while shooting the Elder Wand out. So that's a team right there, that's a team.
That's such a weird team up.
But you know what? I think The Rock and Daniel Radcliffe would team up. I don't know why, but I think they would.
Imagine, like, if you went to kill Daniel Radcliffe thinking he had some certain powers.
Yeah.
But actually, he had different powers. The powers of the One Ring. Because you get Elijah Wood in.
Because Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe look exactly the same. And if you don't know what we're talking about, here are a picture of Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood that shows how similar they look. Oh my God, that's good. They could be a double agent. Because you think, oh yeah, well, that's Daniel Radcliffe. He's got the powers of, like, Harry Potter, that dickhead from fucking Horns. Like, no, you got to see him. He's got the One Ring, turns invisible. Oh, it's the invisibility cloak coming in. But no. This is Elijah Wood, and he's got fucking mithril armour on. You try to stab him, no. And then Daniel Radcliffe comes in with the sword of Godric Gryffindor and cuts your fucking shit in.
And then also, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, because Tobey Maguire also looks like these two. Fun fact.
No, they don't.
No, the thing is, a fun fact, Tobey Maguire has been mistaken for both Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe, and they all sign each other's autographs. They've got an agreement. So you have Spider-Man coming in, and then he'll be riding Seabiscuit. He's using Seabiscuit. You got Spider-Man using his powers to hold Seabiscuit between his throwing horses at people.
He can survive in like environments of like loud noise and stuff because he's been to a lot of parties at the Gatsby's house.
Was he in Great Gatsby?
Yeah, he was the guy Gatsby.
So he's immune to like sounds and shit like that.
He can deal with loud noise.
The thing is, that's when you bring in Topher Grace, who played Venom. But he's got Venom, but he's also like super stoned because he was in like that 70s show.
But Karl, we're getting a lot of people teaming up now.
Yeah.
So I think what we need to do is get a team up of the strong, confident women.
From film. Okay, well, obviously the first one, you got to get Sigourney Weaver in. Because I think you get Sigourney Weaver, which she's played all the versions of Ellen Ripley. So she's manning, like, the power armor from Aliens, like, the second Alien movie. But she's also got the superhuman strength of the Ellen Ripley in Alien Resurrection that has, like acidic blood. But combined with her character from Holes, who wears the nail polish with snake venom in it, so she can backhand you and poison you while simultaneously using her acidic blood to burn your face off.
She's also hooked up to one of the Na'vi.
Yeah, so she's actually in control of a body that isn't hers.
Yeah. Combined
with the fact she can now control, like, the entire alien horde. Because it's established that she has, like, some like modicum of control over aliens. So she now has the xenomorphs on her side. And she's also got to team up with Sarah Connor. And I don't give a fuck, like, who else Linda Hamilton has played. She's Sarah Connor. And do you know what? She's just there with that coffin full of weapons that she hides in the desert for John Connor to find. And she's there with that fucking minigun that the Terminator uses, stood on the back of a fucking alien runner, just mowing everybody down. And you've got, like, Sigourney Weaver in the power suit like that, just backhanding people with, like, poison backslaps. The thing is that we mentioned the Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah, actually.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger will have the powers of the Terminator, combined with the fighting prowess of Conan, combined with the mobility of Turbo Man.
Oh, God. I mean, technically he wasn't actually Turbo
Man. But he did wear the jetpack in that one movie. Not to mention he's got, the crying, fighting, like, smarts, like Officer Kimball. So he's like little army of kids who all know police training.
Well, he plays cops in a lot of different things.
He does, yeah.
Because he's got, like, the big build. And how do you get a normal guy with a big build? He's a cop.
Yeah.
Or an army man.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator with Turbo Man's outfit.
You know who could put up a fight against him, though?
Who's that?
Somebody who's a pro boxer and also is, like, survived out in the war zone.
Who's that?
Rocky.
Oh, man.
Well, Stallone.
That will be the thing is, I think, like, Stallone and Schwarzenegger go for each other immediately, because obviously they had, like, the biggest showdown at the box office in the 80s. And you'd have, like, Rambo with, like, you'd have, like, the long-range fighting prowess of Rambo combined with the up-close, like, punching ability of Rocky, combined with, if you ever captured him as a prisoner, those prison escape films that he's in. Because he's in a series of films from, like, 2015 where he escapes from prisons. So if you ever, like, captured, like, Stallone as a prisoner of war, he escapes and then uses Rocky onions to punch you to death.
The thing is, though, I know how to stop Stallone.
How?
You just have to show him the 3 seashells.
Fuck yeah, 'cause he's got that, and he's got the future power of John Spartan. But the thing is, though, imagine then Wesley Snipes comes in. He's got the vampire powers of Blade combined with, in Demolition Man, when he plays, like, you know, the guy, like, the future criminal, they implanted, like, all those, like, special skills. Like, basically, they use Matrix technology to teach you how to become the ultimate criminal. So you got the ultimate criminal with Blade powers combined with just Wesley Snipes' ability to avoid tax. It's like the real... It's like, so you can't even tax him for the shit that he uses.
So you said we're not allowed godly beings.
Yes.
But what about Cate Blanchett as Hela?
Yeah, because, like, she's not technically God. She's just, like, a god of a specific, like, you know, like, metaphysical, like, concept. So I think that counts. And that's what... Isn't it Gadriel from... Or how do you pronounce that?
Galadriel.
Galadriel from, like, Lord of the Rings. She's got those two things combined. She can do, like, you know, hella 6 spin kicks while firing out weapons from every direction at once.
Well, if we're doing that, Ian McKellen, Gandalf and Magneto...
Yeah, but do you know who stands up to, like, someone with Gandalf and Magneto's powers? Patrick Stewart. The diplomacy of, you know, Jean-Luc Picard, combined with the diplomacy of Professor X with his, like, you know, his almost unlimited psionic ability to, like, you know, dominate the minds of other people. That is the ultimate negotiator right there. It's like Jean-Luc Picard's ability to persuade combined with Professor X's ability. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. I command your mind to obey me. Everyone would be on his side.
I genuinely thought you were going to say the mind powers of Professor X with the legs.
The legs
of Jean-Luc Picard.
No. The thing we've not discussed, though, Brad, is how this war between actors with, like, you know, their powers starts. And I think it starts with a martyr. And that martyr is Sean Bean, who dies in the way that every character that ever played dies at once combined. So like, he gets knocked off a cliff by cows while Sam's being shot by Uruk-hai.
Whilst having his head cut off and his body ripped apart. Whilst falling from... when he falls off the cliff, he lands, like, a blimp lands on him.
Yeah, and then he lands on, like, the big, what is it now? The satellite from James Bond that he lands on. What we're discussing here is people like very nebulously defined powers. And I don't like that. So let's just ground it a bit more and think of an actor who has, like, powers that are more, like, physical in nature. It's like basically a human character, but they've got the combined skills of many humans. Well, so I'm going to say, for a start, Jet Li. Because he gets to play the guy from The One, who is already like 400 people combined, like the martial arts and life experience and strength of 400 people, plus, like, you know, all those other martial arts characters he's played. And I think he's the strongest martial artist character in the world. I
mean, the number of films he's been in, the number of different fighting styles he's shown. Jackie Chan?
The thing is, though, if you get Jackie Chan in, he can wear the tuxedo.
He can. He's got all the fighting styles with the tuxedo.
But he also gets to wear the clogs from Who Am I? Can you imagine a greater threat than Jackie Chan with every fighting style he's ever demonstrated in all of his movies, combined with his ability to survive being hit from every movie, combined with the tuxedo, combined with those clogs that he uses in Who Am I? Do you know that thing he does like the guy where he kicks him 40 times in the face with the tuxedo on? Imagine that with clogs.
That's game over.
You're game over. The thing is, though, if you're talking about martial artists, we have to bring in Chuck Norris. And would Chuck Norris have the powers that the internet memes about him say he has? Because they're not technically, like, you know, God powers. They're Chuck Norris powers. Because Chuck Norris powers, like, you know, go beyond what it is to be a god. I don't know. Would that be fair to let Chuck Norris enter the battlefield in that situation?
Well, no, I mean, anyone with that, like, level of exterior god tierness, like Ryan Reynolds would ruin the fight as well.
Why?
Because he comes in as Deadpool. Like, he knows that we're orchestrating the fight.
Yeah, he's got, like, you know, medium awareness.
Yeah, so he knows that 2 dickheads on the internet are orchestrating the fight.
Not to mention, he's also got the powers of that guy from Blade.
Oh, yeah.
So
and he's got Green Lantern.
I think Ryan Reynolds might be able to do it. He's got Green Lantern. He's got the guy from Blade.
He's got crappy origins, Deadpool.
Yeah, he's got medium awareness. So
And
he knows
he's got the seductive power of the guy in The Proposal.
Fuck yeah! Like, the thing is, though,
he's got Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, and Sandra Bullock, who we already know, is from Demolition Man, who'd be able to get in. Like, she'd be able to, like, you know, she'd be able to get Stallone, and Stallone's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Just think about the number of murder, death, kills we can get off.
Yeah, but Guardians of the Galaxy, he'd be able to get in, like, you know, Chris Pratt, who's also got all the dinosaurs on his side. The dinosaurs are joining.
This conversation will not end.
It will not. So you know what you're going to do? Like, Brad, of all the people we've discussed so far, who do we think wins?
I think...
Like, discounting people who played gods. Like, so people are going to be honest, oh no, Morgan Freeman win? No. Morgan Freeman played a god. Only characters who, like, you know, have got a chance of being beaten. Who do you think?
I'm going for Patrick Stewart because I think the mind powers of Xavier, but not wanting to like inflict harm,
Yes.
and having the ability to negotiate. I think he could bring everyone together in like a mutual understanding and peace.
Maybe.
And they could all mourn Sean being together.
Yeah, but in that vein, I'm going to say Ian McKellen. I think Gandalf with Magneto powers is fucking unbeatable. Because he's got Magneto flying around with like Gandalf's staff.
What about Hugh Jackman?
Because he's Wolverine.
Yeah, but he's also got the beautiful singing abilities of Barnum in The Greatest Showman.
No, he's Wolverine and Wolverine and Wolverine. He's six times Wolverine. He's best Wolverine. Because bear in mind, there's always different, like, you know, he's played him in different movies that are in technically different timelines. So he's theoretically triple Wolverine, which is the greatest Wolverine. But yeah, we could talk about this all day. But folks watching at home, let us know who you think would win this stupid war we made up in our heads and talked about for a laugh while drunk.
As always, take it to the comments section. We'll look through the top voted ones, and if there's any good, we'll do another one.
Yes, but have a great day.
Yeah.